Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another Wrath of Rakshasa construction update. Today's video is going to be a very quick one. I had some trouble with the drone with the high winds, so I did not stay up long. You're going to see what happens in the video when I decided to come on down. But please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, turn on those notifications, make sure you get all my videos when they do come out. So yeah, there are some high winds in the area today. Not relatively high, but some higher gusts. And as soon as I got up, I knew I was going to have an issue because I started getting warnings on my controller immediately. So I stayed up as long as I could, and then it just got really bad. And I'm like, I'm not going to lose my drone, so we're going to make this a really short update. But as you can see from the site, lots of work going on. This is the most amount of cement trucks that I've seen on site, so they are really pushing through things. I think at one point I saw 5 cement trucks on site, so they are really trying to get these footers in the ground before it gets any colder and the ground starts to freeze up. They want to make sure they get all this groundwork done before any of that happens. We could possibly see snow in the next week or so, so they are really pushing things. But that's a plus, because that just means hopefully construction is on schedule, and there was the first indication of the high wind. As you can see, the camera just tilted all of a sudden. So I kind of let it hover here for a little bit to level itself out. The gimbal will auto-correct itself slowly. And I didn't really have too many more issues until I did, and you'll see what happens. I did not go up as high as I normally do with the drone as well. I'm sure all of you know, and for those of you that don't know, just because it's not windy on the ground doesn't mean it's not windy the higher you go up in elevation. So a 5-mile-per-hour wind at ground level could be a 40-mile-per-hour wind at 500 feet. So we had 15 to 20-mile-per-hour winds today, so I would imagine I was up in the 320-foot range flying today. That was much more intense. Probably shouldn't even have been up there, but I needed to get this update done because I know we're supposed to have some bad weather the next few days. So but as you can see, lots of work. They're working currently over in where the pond used to be, next to Demon Snacks. That's all filled in. You can see them digging there, and there's a drill over there. So they are drilling for more footers, and there's a drill over in the ropes course area. What looks like it's possible that area of water has possibly been filled in as well. But yeah, you can see all the cement trucks. There's 5 there, which was crazy to me. But lots of activity. You can see where all of the red netting is, where there are holes that are dug, possibly waiting for cement or cement to dry, so that nobody trips, falls into that area. There are lots of footers already poured, so lots of progress going on here. And there's a quick shot of Ricochet, and you can see, if you caught it real quick, you can see all the cars have already been removed from Ricochet for the off season. So the park I did notice lots of activity in the park. Other than this site here for construction, there were cars, vehicles everywhere. My guess, they're just trying to get the park winterized and closed up before the weather gets bad. But you can see that the work has really progressed. What looks like now is there's possible 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 holes that were dug for footers in the old demon plot of land. They're working on those ones over by the bridge right there now. Lots of activity. That driller over by the ropes course is drilling. You can see there was one cordoned off over there as well. And you can see lots of footers just in general on the main site that the coaster will be on. So very exciting. They're moving definitely very quick here. So hopefully we are on schedule, like I said. Maybe a little ahead of schedule. No, I'm predicting that we're going to see vertical construction by the middle of December. I'm going to take a guess on that. From when the first footers were poured and the cure time that it takes for that, I think that's going to get us to right in the middle of December that they'll be able to actually start putting footers up in that area, which is the over by where the station should be the first thing to go up. You can see how dirty the midway is from all the activity of the construction vehicles. And I just wanted to get a quick look of the back. There's no additional track or supports have been delivered. So what we have is what we have, and we lie in wait for the other vertical construction to start before other parts will be shipped, I'm assuming. And I wanted to get, again, like last week, get a quick look at the lot just to double check to make sure no other coaster parts have been put out in the lot since the park is closed, and they haven't. And you can see Raging Bull trains are still on the track. The transfer track is moved over, which I thought was weird. But yeah, see all the vehicles there. There's another shot of Ricochet with the cars already removed. At the end of the video here, I was heading back to I had stopped recording and I was heading back to land the drone by me in the back of the park and noticed a crane in the front of the park by Condor. So that freaked me out for a second. I turned it on and it just appeared that they're removing the ride vehicles from the ride for the winter. So that's why that crane was over there. And I didn't want to fly over this way too much because when I'm over here, I'm kind of too close. I'm basically on top of the tollway. So if the camera were to look straight down, it's kind of you'd be looking directly at the tollway, and with the high winds, I was kind of worried about it, but I took a chance. I went over there, and then the gusts started getting out of control, and you'll see what happens with the camera when I was coming back. But I was able to get this cool centered shot here of the main site, and you can see definitely all the activity and where all that red netting is. There's holes, and you can see a lot of footers poured already, and you can see them sticking out of the ground. And this is when I wanted to get over to just get a quick look to see if I could get a quick look to see where they're digging over here by where the Demon lift hill is, and that Immelman is going to be. And you can see there's a hole circled off there with yellow tape that they're working on currently. It looks like nothing else has been poured in there yet, but that looks like the main plot that they're working on here. So it's possible that all of the holes have been dug on the main plot since they moved the drills off off the site, and now they're focusing on where else the coaster goes, but we will not know that until those drills disappear from sight to know that they are completely done with all holes for footers. And you can see here that shot that does appear that they're working in right where the water would be, next to Lobster there, where that creek kind of goes. And it's really hard to see since it's closer to the camera and I can't really go any higher here. The work that they've done in the old Demon Q area, but we do know that there's been work. In my last video, the drill was over there drilling, and there's caissons in the ground over there. I'm just not sure if they've been poured yet and filled with concrete. And there's kind of a better look of that area where the Immelman will be, that first drop into the Immelman. I got all the way out to the park today, and here's where we start having the issues with the wind. You can see the camera jolted to the side there, but I got all the way out to the park today and go to fly, and I forgot my SD cards at home, so I had to run to Best Buy and buy another SD card real quick. And as you can see there, I was just like, okay, I'm done. That's my sign. So I went to the back of the park, into this park area where that bumps up against, just to get a really quick view of the track. And even right here, I was already having issues with wind and getting warnings, and I'm like, oh god. And you can see from the trees, it doesn't really appear that the wind is that strong, but it was strong enough. So this was just a very quick, I didn't go into my normal areas that I normally do with the camera here. I just wanted to pan over and get a really quick look just to verify that no other stuff had been delivered. And as you can see, there really isn't. What you can see is even more rebars. Looks like not many of the rebar cylinders left on site, and they've moved more of the watertight casing tubes back here, and those large caissons have really dwindled away. But yeah, there's all that track and supports that basically the same thing that has been here for the last several weeks now. So we've gotten no new deliveries from Clearmont Steel, it would appear. And just a quick look there. The reason I'm moving around so much with the camera back here is because I kept getting high wind warnings on the camera thing, and every little bit that I moved was just giving me issues. So that was, again, I pulled it down and was flying back and noticed this, and you can see the crane there, which I'm assuming is just removing the cars from Condor, which that would be the norm for this time of year, as they remove a lot of the vehicles and put them back in the maintenance shop and do maintenance on them over the off season. And just wanted to pan a little bit to see if there was any more cranes on site anywhere working on any other rides, but it did not look like that. But again, just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Sorry it's not the normal length update, but we can see there's lots of progress going on with Wrath. So hopefully they are on schedule. I will try to get out again over the weekend if I can, to give you another update. But again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Share with your friends, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.